While her boyfriend was suffering from eye problems and had lost his sight, the woman brought home a newly met little milk dog, young, cute guy. They dined together and embraced in the park, all to get back at this two-timing scumbag who had faked both blindness and poverty. Over 7 years, she had worked 16 hours a day carrying cement at a construction site, earning only 300 yuans daily, just to scrape together 500,000 yuans for his eye surgery. When she finally raised enough money and bought a cake to celebrate, she stumbled upon his secret. Not only did he have perfect vision, but he was also a wealthy heir hiding his identity. His so-called test of her was nothing more than a belief that she was unworthy of him, and he'd even mocked her secretly with his friends. Devastated but not defeated, the woman headed to a KTV, determined to spend all her savings hiring someone to put on an act. Among a group of unattractive candidates, she mistakenly took a CEO who had walked into the wrong room for a hired actor. Without hesitation, she signed this broad-shouldered, narrow-waisted hunk. The CEO found her familiar. He recalled that 3 years earlier, when he'd been falsely accused of hitting someone, she'd diffused the situation with a few sharp words. Now reunited, she asked him to play her cousin and stay to take care of her boyfriend. Hearing the door open, the scumbag immediately put on a stumbling act. Though he was full of doubts when he saw her bring a cousin home, he had to hold back to keep up his blind pretense. In the middle of the night, he got up to find water and caught his girlfriend and the CEO cuddling intimately on the sofa. Furious, he stormed out to confront them, only to be silenced by her sharp "Be quiet." He had to stand there, pretending to fumble with his white cane, and his attempts to lash out kept missing their mark. Frustrated, he slunk away. The next day, the CEO lay on the sofa eating sunflower seeds and, under the pretense of training his manual dexterity, ordered the scumbag to sweep the floor. The scumbag was about to complain to the woman when she returned, but the CEO suddenly splashed water all over his own face, putting on an Oscar-worthy act of being wronged. It was the first time the scumbag found himself unable to make his case, and in a rage, he stormed out, hoping to make her regret it. But 3 days passed with no sign of her relenting, so he had to slink back home. During those 3 days, the woman and the CEO grew closer by the hour. That night, the three sat down to dinner. The scumbag kept feeling the table shake, and when he heard the CEO say the woman's face was redder than a ripe apple, suspicion gnawed at him. He pretended to drop his chopsticks, then flipped up the tablecloth only to catch the two being affectionate in secret. He was livid but dared not expose himself. The next day, while the two were out, the fake blind scumbag pricked up his ears, determined to find out if the CEO was really a cousin.